Do you want to start your career in bug hunting and you are looking for a series which can help you to start from the foundation, initially start from the basics till advanced, and also will provide you a methodology how to find out the bugs in any of the website? Yes guys, you are on a right video, because in this series I'm going to tell you about how to find out the bugs in any website. We will talk about in different videos. It will be a long series where we will be uploading around 40 to 50 videos. In each and every video we will be discussing about different type of a vulnerability that exist in any application. So this particular series will not only tell you how to do the perform the practicals, how to do the any of the practicals that we are going to discuss, but the main thing is that why these vulnerability actually exist in the website. If you know this logic, why this vulnerability is present into the application, and might be possible you are also having the same concern that when you go on the live website you think that what I need to do, what is my next step. If you are struggling with the same sort of a problem, then this series will help you out to understand about the logics of bug hunting. Every website has the vulnerability. It's the only difference is what will be your approach. If you are going for a right approach, definitely you will be able to identify the issues in any website. Yes, trust me guys, you can find out the bugs in any website. It can be a Google, Microsoft, Facebook. I'm giving you a surety that till the end of this series, once you start completing this particular series, watch each and every video, each and every minute, one by one, because every concept is very much important. First we will talk about the concept, then I will let you know why it happens in the web application, where you will find out what will be your bug hunting approach. Then we will be performing multiple type of our practicals so that you understand how to attack on the website, and at the same time how you can defend from it. Until unless you do not know the logic of attacking the application, how the vulnerabilities are differ from each other, you can't give the recommendation of it. So this series will be very much helpful. Even in the end of this series I will providing you the free certificate. Definitely, yes, you are listening in a right way, that I will be providing you the certificate in the end of the series. What you have to do, every time whenever I will launch the video, you have to join this video, you have to mark your present here in the chat box. Just type your name and space and present. If you are watching a recording, I request you to please submit your attendance in the comment section, as well as try to join the upcoming videos in the live stream, so that it will be much easier for me also to identify how many students are regularly watching my videos. So without wasting time, this is the first introduction video where we are going to I'm going to tell you what all prerequisites that is needed before starting this series. So we will talk about the softwares, which software we are going to use. We will talk about that. Okay, 1 second. Perfect. So we'll talk about the different softwares. Okay, I'll just close this. Perfect. So first of all, I will let you know what we are going to talk about in the tomorrow class. In the next class, basically we will be having the PPT, where I will be putting all the content, whatever I'm going to discuss into that video. So it will be in a PPT base. So if you wanted to have this PPT, you can join the membership. Okay, once it get enabled. Okay, so the first thing that we are going to discuss about what all softwares we need it. Okay, the second one we will be discussing about the labs. Okay, which labs you have to, where you have to register, so that when we are performing the practical, at the same time you can also perform the practical. Then after that, these softwares and lab, you should make sure that these things should be ready before starting the second video, because in this video we are going to set up the lab. Okay, it will be much easier for you to understand how the things are working in the application part. We will understand about the front end, back end, everything. The lab setup is very much important from the web testing point of view. We are going to use one lab, that is a DVWA. Okay, DVWA. So this lab we are going to use DVWA. Also we are going to use PortSwigger lab. That is a very important one. Okay, so we are going to use this lab. These two labs are very important. Even with this we are going to build our own lab. Yes, you are right, we will build our own lab. For each and every vulnerability there will be a small lab that I am going to build on my system. You will have a common software editor. Any editor you can use, Notepad++, okay, Visual Code Studio. So any editor you can use, you can run the code, you can build your environment, and then after that you can do the testing. See, this is very important. Most of the people generally only believe on the lab scenarios. Lab scenarios are helpful and very much easier for you to test that vulnerability, but until and unless you do not know the in and out of that vulnerability, you can't identify the same issue on the live website. Might be possible you are already known with some of the attacks, maybe cross-site scripting, SQL injection, but the main thing is that why it happens in the application, just because of our input validation issues, but there are many other issues are also there. And how to bypass those type of a security which is already there into your application. There are multiple things that needs to be studied. Okay, when you understand about the logic, you can build your own attack. Why it is not possible that you can create your own type of a methodology? Only whatever which is mentioned in the PortSwigger lab, we are able to perform that much only. No, in this class we are going to destroy the lab as well. We are going to go beyond the lab demonstration, beyond the lab steps which is written over there. Okay, so that will gives you a very good hands-on practice, definitely. Okay, so initially we will go, we'll start with the software download. What softwares you need it? First, download all these softwares. I will provide you the links in the description as well, so you can just go and check out those links as well. Okay, the first thing that we are going to do, first thing that which is very much important, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, because I am going to upload the entire video series of a bug hunting here only. Okay, so whenever we will upload any video, like in a 2-3 days you will be getting a video, so whenever we will upload you will get a notification. At the same time, go and study, prepare your notes, make sure that you are going to perform each and everything by your hand only. Okay, so now okay, the first thing that we needed, that is your download Burp Suite. Okay, the first thing, so Burp Suite is a tool. Those who do not know, I will also explain what is this Burp Suite. So we are going to download this Burp Suite. Now what is this Burp Suite? The first thing, Burp Suite is normally called as a proxy tool. Proxy tool. So basically, when you are browsing a website through your browser, okay, and you are sending this request on the server, so there is a communication that happens between your browser and the server. This is your server. It can be your web server, mail server, whatever it is. Okay, so there is a communication that is happening between your browser and the server. Multiple requests initiated from your browser reach on a server and you get the response. So let's suppose when you type google.com, so what you will see? Google.com. So on a browser level, you are able to, in the response, you are able to see the page. But when you go and check at a proxy level, proxy is basically sitting between the browser and the server. Okay, so when you are sitting between the browser and the server, so this is called as a proxy. It basically hides the attacker from the web server. Even the server also, you can also hide the servers if you have a proxy in front of the web server as well. Also, so here you can see this proxy is a Burp Suite. So we connect a Burp Suite. We start the Burp Suite. In the Burp Suite itself, we will use the Burp Suite browser only. Okay, so when you see the request, then you see, when you type the google.com, then you see there are multiple requests that get initiated between the browser and the server that you cannot see from the browser level. That's why we want a proxy tool through which we are able to analyze each and every request. There are multiple requests that initiated from your browser. So with the help of this proxy tool, you are able to identify all those requests. Maybe you wanted to make some changes. Maybe you wanted to do, identify the APIs. Maybe you wanted to, check with what all different domains are there, which is getting linked with your main domain. Okay, there are multiple things that we are going to perform in each and everything into the practical part. So here our proxy plays a very important role. So now you understand why we use Burp Suite to analyze this request, to make some changes. Now this is a very powerful tool, guys. Burp Suite is the only tool which works in a web app testing. It works in a API testing. It works in mobile app testing. There are multiple areas. Okay, so that's why it's really important to learn about Burp Suite, and the PortSwigger lab is given by the Burp Suite only. Okay, so now what you have to do, you have to go in a browser. Okay, now here you will see there is an option download. Okay, so either you can wait a second, I think. Okay, sorry, there is an option download. Either you can click on download by putting your email ID. This is the email you have to put, or either you can just directly click on go straight to download. Okay, you don't need to provide your email, otherwise you will be start receiving the unnecessary email or maybe the updates of the PortSwigger. So we don't want to waste our time over here. So what we will do, we will directly go click on straight to download. Now here you can see there are multiple versions. So when I open this, so here you will see two different types of versions are there. Just select the black. Okay, great. Now here you will see two editions. One is a community edition. One second. Okay, community edition. Another one is a professional. Now professional, basically for this you have to purchase it, and community edition you can avail it free of cost. The main advantage of this Burp Suite that it works on every level. So either you are using a Windows, or you are having a Mac OS, or maybe you are having a Linux. So in every operating system it works. So what you have to do, you have to go and select your specific operating system, and then you can start working on it. Here you can see. So right now I'm using a Windows. I'm going to download the Burp Suite community edition. For professional you have to you need to purchase a key. So don't want to get into it. Click on download. Now what will be the difference between professional and the professional and community edition? I will let you know when we will start using the Burp Suite, and I will also let you know, we will have a complete discussion on a Burp Suite, what all features are there, how to use a Burp Suite, what is intruder, what is repeater, what is dashboard, each and everything we will discuss it in detail into this series. So don't worry about it. Okay, so if you wanted to learn, actually just hit the subscribe button. Rest of the things I will take care of it. Okay, now it will take some time, and it will download it. Okay, so don't worry, I have already downloaded this particular software. The installation is simple. Next, and start. Now in the next class I will let you know how to use this Burp Suite, but right now I will just show you the impact of it, what I was telling you. Let's suppose you directly go on this browser. This is a browser of a Burp Suite itself. So how you can open it, you have to go in a proxy. Under this we have a HTTP history or intercept. There is an option browser. So when you click on it, automatically one browser will open. Now this browser is integrated with the Burp Suite. So whatever you do in this browser, automatically your Burp Suite will get a traffic. So here there is a HTTP history. You will get all the traffic, whatever the communication that is happening between your browser and the server, it will capture all those requests. Okay, so what you have to do, let's suppose I will just give you one small demo so that you understand why Burp Suite is important. So let's suppose when I type google.com, okay, so from the browser level, what you view, what a user view, I will just show you that. Okay, so when I type google.com, so here you can see when you type google.com, in the response you are able to see the Google page. Understood? This is what a normal user can see when he use the browser. Now what pentester sees? So when I type google.com, so here all these requests generated in the background. So even you do not know when you don't use this Burp Suite tool. So that's why the Burp Suite tool is one of the most important tools to see the traffic, what all traffics that your browser is initiating. Now this traffic communicate between the client and the server and fetch the information. We will not be able to see anything on the browser level. That's why every bug hunter needs to use and needs to learn how to use Burp Suite. Understood? This is why we use Burp Suite. Now whatever options which are available, we will have a dedicated video on these type of options, so that it will be much easier for you to use this Burp Suite efficiently, and you can perform all your tasks regarding the bug hunting over here. This is the first thing that we have to download. Okay, the next thing that we have to download, that is download XAMPP. Now what is the XAMPP? Okay, so just click on the first one. I will just add these links into the description, so that it will be much easier for you also to download each and every software. Make sure guys, before starting, before joining the next video, you should have all these environment ready, because in the next class I'm going to set up a lab on this only. Okay, so we will set up a lab, a testing lab on our own system, so that you can use it whenever you want. You don't need to pay anything for it. So now there is a multiple options are there. But before that, before downloading XAMPP software, I want you to understand why we are using this. Okay, so now we directly go here. As we can see, this is a client, this is a browser. Okay, On browser, we generally start any of the website name just by hit any website name in the browser itself. Okay, so this is a client OS, I must say this, and then here we have a server, web server or any server. Okay, so it's a server OS. So if I will say that it's a client OS and a server OS, what is the difference between both of them? Both are the operating system, but the client OS, the primary objective of a client request is to send the request. So right now, if you take an example of this class only, you are the client because you are taking information from me, and I am the server because I am delivering this information. So whatever information that is there in my mind, I am delivering it to you. Okay, and you are the one who is just sending a request that I wanted to learn this topic, and I am the server having the knowledge, I am delivering this to you. So it means the client and server both are same, but the main thing is that some services are extra in the server operating system. So basically a web services are there, web services, email services, FTP services, so let's suppose if you wanted to host a website, use web services. If you wanted to send email, use email services. If you wanted to transfer file, then use FTP services. So there are multiple services which are present on the web server. So it is already there, you don't need to install anything. It's just click on start button, it is automatically start. But right now I'm using a Windows 10 and 11. Okay, right now I'm using Windows 11 on my system. Okay, and I am a client operating system. These services are not there in my system. So what I need to do, either I will reinstall the OS, I will update this, or maybe I will just format my system, install the server operating system. That's the only way to install us to run the service like a web service, FTP service, mail service on my system. Or either what I can do, I can download the XAMPP software. Now this software enables these services in your system. Okay, so being a client operating system, I can also host the services within the network. Other users can take access of my system, can can use my system as a web server, can use my system as a mail server or like a FTP server. So that's the advantage of using a XAMPP. Now I think you understand why we are downloading XAMPP, so that as a client operating system we can host our own application, a vulnerable lab on my own system, and we can do the testing. We don't need a extra machine to host this lab. Understood? Okay, if you understood, I want you to please write down yes in the chat box, because it is very important, because see, it will be a two-way communication. Right now I'm uploading videos. Soon if I will start getting a good views, so I will provide you the live class as well here in the YouTube itself, in the live stream, so that it will be much easier for you also to ask your question, and it will be easier for me also to respond on your question. If let's suppose if I'm explaining some topic, might be between of it you have some doubt, you can raise your hand, like you can directly ask your question in the chat box. I can respond it over there. Might be possible you are not able to understand some concept, you can put it down, write it down in the chat box, and I will explain it in other way. Understood? So this is how our live class actually work. Okay, so now what we have to do, we have to go and download this XAMPP software. So right now I'm going to download this 3.0.30. okay, the latest one. When I click on download, it will start downloading on my system. It will take some time. Okay, so the another one that we need to do, that is PortSwigger lab. Okay, yes, XAMPP. Understood? So now it will start downloading. How it looks like, I will just show you once it's already there in my system. So I will just type XAMPP. How you can check if everything is working or not, just start the XAMPP. Okay, you will see multiple services. That is a web service, it's Apache. Apache is basically creates a web server in your system. MySQL is a database. Okay, in this way different services are there. Just click on start button and you are ready to use this service. Here you can see it turns on the port also. Let me know if you are having some doubts in understanding of a networking concept like ports, protocol, Okay, how the network communication work, three-way handshake, different OSI models. Okay, if you have any doubt, just write down in the chat box. I will create a video, dedicated video on that topic as well. So in order to run the website, I need to start web server that works on port number 80 and 443. If you wanted to, start a web server, sorry, database, you have to run MySQL that works on 3306. So once I start and there is an option, now the stop option is enabled. So you just have to go in a browser, just type 127.0.0.1. That is your loopback address. It's a testing address where you can test if your web server is running or not. Might be possible if your XAMPP server is not running, then you are not able to see this page. Maybe you will be able to see some XAMPP default page, okay, but something will be visible on 127.0.0.1. If you are finding, or if you are struggling to enable this option, when you click on start, it automatically stops. Do let me know in the comment section. I will create a video how to resolve that issue. Understood? So this is the second thing that you have to download it. Another one is a PortSwigger lab. PortSwigger lab, it's a very important one, guys, because most of the practical we will be performing over here. For some we will be using our own lab as well. So this also you have to download it. That is a PortSwigger. Okay, now wait a second. Okay, so when you go click on my account, you will be able to see email ID and password. So first of all, create your account over here. Now here you have to enter your email ID. You have to register with this email ID and create your account. Once you are ready with your account, you can click on a login, enter your email ID and a password, and just check if your login is properly working or not. If your credentials are working, that's great. You are ready for the next video. Okay, so this is the PortSwigger lab. Basically, now what PortSwigger lab will do? One second. What PortSwigger lab will do? It will provide you different vulnerabilities like XSS, HTML injection, SQL, XML, broken access control, and in each of the vulnerability you have different labs. So let's suppose in XSS you have multiple labs. So these labs are the basically a scenario that is inspired by the real-time use cases. So let's suppose I am a bug hunter and I'm finding a vulnerability of a XSS in a different way. So it will give you a new use cases over there. Okay, so what you have to do, there is a description for that lab. After that there will be a solution, and then after that you will see a lab access. And the best part of this PortSwigger lab, it's completely free of cost. You don't need to pay anything. Understood? So that's why we use this PortSwigger lab. Create your account over here. Then after that we have to go, you have to download DVWA. This is also very good application. It's a vulnerable application which we generally use to host this into our system. Might be possible you can't practice on PortSwigger lab. Don't need to worry. You can host the vulnerable application in your own system by making use of a XAMPP. I will create a separate video how to host the DVWA on your XAMPP system. So don't worry about it. Okay, so I will just go here. There is an option to download. You can see code is there. Just click on download zip. So when you click on download zip, automatically it will get downloaded, and after that you can host this particular application on your XAMPP. Now how to do it, where to do it, I will let you know in our upcoming videos. So don't worry about it. Your primary task is to just download this DVWA file. Understood? Now the last one, VS Code, because on this we are going to we are going to create some files. We are going to create scripts as well as labs. Okay, here only we are going to understand about the codes. We will see the different type of codes are there, how to patch that particular vulnerability, not only from the GUI interface but also while going onto the code part. we will try to identify the issues. So from based on your requirement, you can download it. My is this one, Windows. I'll just click on download. It will take some time and it will start downloading. Perfect. Visual Code Studio Code. Understood? This is the application. Now after this, here you can see it will take some time. Okay, so this is how it's look like. Okay, so I will let you know how to use this. Here you can write down your codes. Okay, you can save the files. Here I have already did it. Okay, you can also run the code by here only. This is a terminal. From here you can run it. So I will create a separate video how to use this Visual Code Studio Code, so that it will be much easier for you and you will also get familiar with it. Here you can see you can install multiple plugins so that you can run multiple environment over here. I have just installed like Python so that I can run this app.py files. Understood? So this is an editor, you can say that, or if it looks more complex, the alternative way of using it that you can use Notepad++, which I used in my early stage, like when I was learning this bug hunting. At that time we were using Notepad++. It is much simpler, much easier. Okay, so you can download these two things as an editor, you can download it. Understood? So this is a basic requirement that you have to download, so that before starting the bug hunting chapter, bug hunting classes. So if you have all these things ready, one by one I will create a video for each and everything, so that you understand how to use Burp Suite. Then we will talk about the vulnerabilities. So initially we will start with some of the basic vulnerability which you can easily go on the bug bug bounty programs, maybe some websites like Bugcrowd or Open Bug Bounty, HackerOne, integrity. You can go over there, you can search for the program and you can start hunting. I will let you know the right path for doing this. Okay, in the live classes itself, in here only on the YouTube, you will be able to learn each and everything, and I will make sure by the end of this 30 days or like 50 videos, you will be able to become a successful bug hunter. You will be able to identify bugs in any of the live website as well. We will discuss about the live websites, because without going on the live website, you will not see the challenges. So that also we will understand into this series. So I request you, if you have not marked your present, this is a very useful series for each and every one. If you are a beginner, then also it's very much important. If you are already experienced, you are already doing a bug hunting, but you have an issue in going and testing a new website, then also this series will be very much helpful. Mark your present, just type your name and just with your just type present with your name. Okay, that will be how you mark your present. Also like the video, so that our YouTube channel will automatically recommend the other videos on your YouTube. Okay, so I think that is for today. I think you are able to understand the entire concept, how we are going to build this series, what you are going to learn into this series. I think this will give you a lot of benefit in understanding and learning the bug hunting as well as web testing from the industry point of view. So that's all from for this video. Please don't forget to hit the like button as well as subscribe, so that you will get notification about the new videos. And if you wanted to do any of the course, so there will be a form in the comment section. You can fill that form, so that you can learn one-to-one bug hunting and web security with us. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Bye bye. Good night. Shabakher. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.